This episode is brought to you by William Hill's Final One Standing. Can you outlast the AFTV crew? Step up or step out.
AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date. Your players will be linked with a transfer move to Arsenal.
Welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Big up to everybody who I met at the Notting Hill Carnival yesterday. I got my Arsenal Jamaica top on. Carnival colours, man. We've got to rock that today. But big up to everybody. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of very enthusiastic Arsenal fans down there. All looking forward to the game against Liverpool next week. All buzzing about the signing of Eze, buzzing about Max Dowman, buzzing about Arsenal in general. Real feel-good factor down there, so that was really, really good. But it was a really nice day, and of course it's on again today. On that, Martin Odegaard was supposed to be making an appearance at the Armoury today to sign shirts. However, that's been postponed because of his injury. He's not going to be appearing down there now. However, the good news is that's coming out from various different sources is that Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka's injury is not as bad as first thought. Now, if this is true, this is great news. Still don't know how long they're going to be out for, but certainly, according to reports that are coming out, those injuries don't appear to be as bad as, some people were first saying, where they were talking about months. If they are going to be out for long term, it's probably if they are going to be out, should I say, it's probably going to be weeks rather than months. And of course, we've got an international break coming up. So let's wait and see what the full prognosis of it is. But so far, it doesn't seem as bad as first thought. It was also good to see Gabriel Jesus back out training yesterday with a ball at his feet, which was great to see him running. He posted that, after 7 months of pain being out, he's finally back running. He feels like a kid again, with a ball at his feet. That was absolutely beautiful to see. And of course, he'll be probably be back probably next couple of months, fully back into the team. Although Arsenal were looking to try and sort of move him out. If you followed some of the earlier rumours of Transfer Daily, but let's see what happens with Gabriel Jesus. But just good to see him back. And also, we still haven't heard about the injury to Kai Havertz, how long that's going to keep him out for. That's worrying that we still haven't heard that. Is that going to be a long-term injury? That's the really worrying thing, and the thing we're going to have to wait to find out. By the way, guys, don't forget Final One Standing. Of course, the weekend's gone. There's going to be a new league next week, William Hill's Final One Standing. All you got to do to enter is either click the link in the description or scan the QR code if you want to get involved. Now, of course, I'm through to the next round. I went with Arsenal this week, but I can't go with Arsenal next week. Gonna have to go with somebody else. Can't go. You can only choose a team once. And if your team wins, you're through to the next round. If they draw or lose, you are out. But I'm still standing in Final One Standing. Lee Judges went out. He backed on Man City to beat Tottenham. I told him not to do it. He didn't listen. Now he's out. I still got a chance at the 500 grand, but you'll be able to enter into one of the new leagues. Don't forget, as I said, if you want to get involved, the link is in the description. You have to be over 18. And please gamble responsibly, and you've got to be based in the UK or Ireland to enter. Now, Fabrizio Romano posted today that if Zinchenko or Jakub Kiwior are sold, Arsenal will probably look to add at least one more player before the end of the transfer window. That's very, very interesting. Something I've been kind of saying. They are looking to move these players out. Outgoings is the priority this week. And Jakub Kiwior is the player that everybody's sort of keeping their eye on at the moment because he's the one that's going to probably go for the most money. Arsenal looking for around about £30 million for him. Porto are the team that are really, really interested in him. Fabrizio Romano saying that Porto are still in talks over a deal to get this one done and are expected to put a new bid in this week to try and sign Jakub Kiwior. They'd previously put a bid in July, which was rejected by Arsenal. They'd rather a loan with an obligation to buy, but it does look like Jakub Kiwior could be leaving before the end of this week. And if they do sell Kiwior and Zinchenko, Arsenal could be looking to bring in another player. Now, this one is quite interesting, and he's a centre-back who could also play as a left-back, and we know that Mikel Arteta loves these kind of versatile players, and that's Piero Hincapié. Now, he plays currently for Bayer Leverkusen, very talented player, the Ecuadorian international. As I said, can play centre-back or left-back. He's got a contract until 2029. And Bild, the publication over there in Germany, they claim that Arsenal are among the clubs that are interested in signing him. Arsenal have made an inquiry about him, but so have Chelsea, and the team that are really interested in him at the moment are Spurs. Now, don't tell me we're going to get into another thing with Spurs over a player. He does want to leave. He played his last game at the weekend, said to be in tears at the end of that game. He's got a release clause of around about £52 million and would love a move to the Premier League. One to keep an eye on that one, Piero Hincapié, probably more likely to go to Spurs than Arsenal. We seem to be stacked right across the back. But if Zinchenko goes, we may move for a left back. So one to keep an eye on. Of course, the big one that everybody's keeping their eye on is Rodrygo of Real Madrid. He did actually start the game last night, played against Real Oviedo, of course. That's Santi Cazzola's team. Real Madrid beating them by 3-0. Rodrygo started the game, but was subbed off in the 63rd minute. And I don't know if you've seen the video, a very angry reaction from him when he sat down on the bench, sort of throw down his bottle and stuff like that. You know that these players do. Wasn't happy at being subs in the 63rd minute. Xavi Alonso was being asked about Rodrygo's future after the game, and his quotes are, Rodrygo played a good game. Good enough, so good that you took him off in the 63rd minute. He says, I liked him, and I'm happy. Rodrygo is one of us. We need all of our players this season. He said all that, but does he mean it? And if he does mean it, do the owners, more importantly at clubs like Real Madrid, what are they thinking? According to the Spanish publication Fichajes, they say that Arsenal have submitted a formal offer said to be worth around £67 million for Rodrygo. I haven't seen that reported anywhere else, but that Spanish publication, Fichajes, who report a lot on football to do with Real Madrid, are saying that a formal offer of £67 million have been made by Arsenal. I'm not sure about that, but we know that Real Madrid have been looking for about 86 million. And have Arsenal got that to outlay right now with all of the players that they bought? Although, as Fabrizio Romano was saying, if they sell some players, they may make a move. I still think if they do make a move for Rodrygo, it's more than likely to be on loan. And also, don't forget, Tottenham are interested, and so are Manchester City. I think Manchester City, if they sell Savinho to Tottenham, which is looking more and more likely, he didn't figure at the weekend, despite them losing in that game, they could move for Rodrygo because they did look a bit light up front, even though they had a lot of players on the bench, City. So I think it could boil down to Arsenal or City for Rodrygo if he does actually leave Real Madrid by the end of the window. It's the big one to watch. And Max Dowman, of course, who was one of the stars of the weekend, 15 years of age. If we were back at, next couple of weeks, he'd be back at school. You know what I mean? Today, he's still only 15. It's crazy. Reports that Arsenal plan to offer him a pre-agreement of his professional contract as soon as he turns 16. And that is a very wise move. He's said to turn 16 on the 31st of, well, not said to, he is turning 16 on the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. He will be 16. Can't believe it still. But listen, you can't sign a full contract until you're 18. And in the meantime, the Hawks are out there. The agents of other clubs, the representatives, all trying to get stuck in to a youngster like this. A lot of times what they try to do is get stuck into the parents. And listen, it's illegal, but what they'll be doing, they'll be offering parents little incentives to sign for him, get him to sign for me, we'll buy you a car, we'll give you this money, that. It's all illegal stuff. But let me tell you, it happens, it goes on. And the clubs know it. So to protect that, they are already in a pre-agreement with Max Dowman to tie him down. You can imagine every club wants him, but Arsenal confident of keeping him. And indeed, when I spoke to his parents, they said he ain't going nowhere. They're Arsenal fans as well, which is really, really good. And they just want him to progress at Arsenal. And that's good news for Arsenal. So Max Dowman, keep doing your thing, right? Get your head down, concentrate. Listen, you don't even need to tell this kid that. He's doing it already. Well done to him. Thanks for watching the show. We're going to be back tomorrow. Make sure you check out all of our great content. We've got the Bias Premier League show coming out today. That should be a good one. So make sure, and also all the fan cams from the weekend, some great, fan opinions there. Thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You lot are always in the comments saying that we don't know ball. Well, now it's your chance to prove it. We've partnered with William Hill to bring you Final One Standing. The rules are simple. Pick a Premier League team every week. Win, you stay in. Lose or draw, you're out. But you can only pick each team once. It's free to play. You need to have a William Hill app to play, so scan the QR code on the screen or hit the link in the description below to get involved. 18 plus, UK only. Please gamble responsibly. Terms and conditions apply, and full terms are in the link below.
Don't worry if you get knocked out. There's new games with new jackpots every Premier League week.
Let's see who's the final one standing.